Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt the weight of someone else's anger? Or left a conversation carrying emotions that weren't even yours? What if I told you that you don't have to be at the mercy of other people's negativity? That no matter what chaos is around you, your mind can remain still, untouched, unshaken, and deeply at peace? Imagine this: a single candle lit in the heart of a violent storm. The wind howls, the rain lashes, but the flame continues to burn. Not because the storm is weak, but because the flame is unwavering. And you too can be like that flame. Negativity surrounds us, from strangers online, colleagues at work, and sometimes even loved ones. But like that candle, your inner peace does not need to be extinguished by the darkness around you. This teaching is not just philosophical poetry. It is a real, practical, spiritual discipline rooted in centuries of Buddhist wisdom, especially Zen. As a monk who has spent decades in silence, reflection, and teaching, I invite you to walk with me through these ancient but urgently relevant truths. Let us discover together how to protect your mind and spirit from the arrows of others. In Buddhism, the mind is often compared to a still lake. When calm and undisturbed, it reflects everything with clarity. But when agitated, even the most beautiful scenery becomes distorted. Every day we encounter people who throw emotional stones into our pond. Their anger, jealousy, fear, and sorrow create ripples in us. But why should their stones have power? External forces only disturb us when we invite them into our inner sanctuary. You are the gatekeeper of your mind. There was once a young monk named Tenzin. Tenzin was peaceful, always smiling. One day, a traveler insulted him, calling him lazy for not engaging in real work. Tenzin smiled and said, "If someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does it belong?" The traveler, baffled, had no answer. Tenzin simply bowed and walked away. This is the power of non-acceptance. Negative thoughts and emotions are like packages. You do not have to sign for them. We live in a world that teaches us to react, to clap back, to prove our point, to show we are not weak. But this is an illusion. Reaction is not strength. Reaction is dependence. When you are reactive, others control you. True strength lies in stillness. Master Ryokan, a Zen hermit, lived in the mountains of Japan. One evening, a thief came into his hut. There was nothing to steal. Ryokan saw the man and said, "You have come a long way. Don't leave empty-handed. Here, take my robe." The thief, stunned, took the robe and fled. Later, Ryokan looked at the moon and whispered, "Ah, I wish I could give him this beautiful moon." Ryokan gave not out of fear, but out of freedom. The thief could not take anything that Ryokan was not ready to let go of. The angry man, the bitter colleague, the envious friend, they are all, in truth, suffering. No one throws fire unless they are burning inside. And when you react to their fire with your own, both of you burn. A disciple once told me, "My sister constantly criticizes me. Her words echo in my head all day." I told her, "Carry a bowl of water every time you see her. Each time she says something hurtful, look into the bowl. Do you see your reflection clearly?" After several days, she returned and said, "I never see my reflection clearly anymore. The water always ripples." I told her, "Then stop letting her words drop into your bowl. Step back. Let the water settle." In the spirit of this, I want to share a real-life story of a woman I once guided. Her name was Amara, a teacher in a bustling city school. Her classroom was filled with children from difficult backgrounds, and many carried trauma, anger, and distrust. Over time, their negative behaviors began to weigh heavily on her. She would go home feeling drained, not because of the noise or the work, but because of the emotional energy absorbed. She came to our monastery during a retreat, seeking answers. I asked her, "Why do you carry their pain into your home?" She said, "Because I care. Because I want to help. But I feel like I'm drowning in emotions that are not mine." I handed her a small bell and said, "Each time a child upsets you, ring this bell in your mind, not with sound, but with awareness. Let that sound remind you, this is not yours to carry. Observe, respond with compassion, but leave it in the classroom." After a month, Amara returned. She was lighter, smiling. She had learned the art of sacred detachment, not to stop caring, but to care wisely. Her story is one of many. Whether you're a teacher, a parent, a friend, or a stranger, the principle remains. You cannot drink poison and expect to heal others. When negativity hits, return to the breath. The breath is your anchor. Count to 3 as you inhale and 3 as you exhale. This simple act restores clarity. Observe without judgment. When someone speaks harshly, don't label them. Just observe the feeling that arises. Do not follow it. Let it dissolve. Practice loving kindness. Direct thoughts of compassion toward those who hurt you. Say in your heart, "May you be free from suffering," not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Speak only when your words pass 3 gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Spend time in silence each day. No phone, no conversation, just you, the breath, and awareness. Stillness is not born in noise. Detachment is misunderstood. It does not mean being cold. It means being free. Imagine you are standing in the rain. Indifference is walking on, soaked and unaware. Detachment is holding an umbrella. To detach is to say, "I see your pain. I feel your sorrow, but I do not own it." A student once asked, "How do I deal with my family's constant negativity?" I answered, "Imagine they speak a language you no longer understand. Just smile and nod. Let their words pass like birds in the sky. Be the mountain. When the wind howls, the mountain does not sway. When the rain falls, it does not curse the clouds. It simply is." A monk once said to me, "But Master, I am not a mountain. I feel everything." I replied, "The mountain also feels, but it does not move. Feeling is not weakness. Movement is. Compassion is stronger than reaction. When insulted, instead of retaliating, wish them well. It sounds impossible, but it is liberating. Try this. Next time someone wrongs you, write down a kind wish for them. Read it every morning. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. Compassion softens the heart, clears the mind, and disarms negativity. Your mind is your temple. You would not allow garbage to be thrown in your home. Why let it into your mind? Write down every hurtful thing someone has said to you. Now, burn that paper. Not because it erases the past, but because it honors your present. Say aloud, "These words do not define me." When you build your light, darkness becomes irrelevant. The sun does not argue with the night. It simply rises. Be that light. Keep your practice strong: meditation, mindfulness, compassion, silence. These are the oils that keep your flame alive. If you maintain your inner light, no amount of darkness can dim you. Next time you're insulted, smile gently. Walk away if you must. When someone complains, listen with patience, but don't absorb. Begin your day with stillness. End it with gratitude. Build your mind as a temple, not a battlefield. Begin with 3 deep breaths. Breathe in peace. Breathe out tension. Recite a morning intention. Today, I choose peace. I choose to reflect, not react. Visualize a protective space around your mind, like a calm lake or glowing light. When faced with criticism or negativity, pause. Take 1 breath before speaking or responding. Ask yourself, is this mine to carry? If not, release it mentally. Picture it floating away. Carry a token, a small stone, bracelet, or even a mantra in your mind as a reminder of your commitment to inner stillness. Reflect on your day without judgment. Notice moments you reacted and others you stayed still. Write down 1 negative comment or thought you experienced. Then write your chosen response next to it. End with loving kindness meditation. May I be at peace. May those who hurt me be free from suffering. Dedicate 1 day each week to digital silence, even for a few hours. Turn off news, social media, and let the mind breathe. Visit nature. Sit near a tree, a lake, or even your garden. Let it remind you of stillness and resilience. Journal your growth. How is your inner lake becoming calmer? Where have you become more like the mountain? By consistently living this way, these practices won't remain techniques. They will become part of your nature, effortless, like breathing. Let me tell you a real story that touched my heart. A young man once came to our monastery, burdened by years of online harassment. He was an artist, sensitive, deeply kind, but the internet had not been kind to him. Strangers mocked his work, friends unfollowed him. He wanted to disappear. One morning, we sat beside the river. He asked, "Why do they hate me, Master?" I did not answer. I picked up a handful of leaves and let them fall into the water. We watched them float away. "Are the leaves you?" I asked. He shook his head. "Then why carry them?" He smiled for the first time in weeks. That day, he chose to let go. Thank you for walking this journey with me. May your flame never flicker, and may your mountain never shake. If this teaching touched your heart, share it with someone who may be struggling. Let the light spread. Until next time, walk in peace.